Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Pink Polka 87. Yay! Thank you so much for watching, and they want to know what I thought of season 1. I loved season 1. There were so many twists and turns, and it was so much fun to watch. They had all those cool tasks like going on in between the challenges and the evictions and everything. Marshall the Moose, what's up? And I loved it, except for the very end, pretty much. I really wanted to see Gary take it home, and he totally did, but Topaz messed up. And speaking of Marshall the Moose, I just saw that she has a Twitter now, I'm pretty sure. And she was like, "It's okay, guys, I'm in a box right now, call my agent." So look up Marsha the Moose on Twitter and you should find her. So hopefully she'll be making an appearance sometime soon. Alright, so let's talk about this season. Heather is on the outs with the girls. And I'm not surprised because she has been spreading around lies, and anything that anyone tells her ends up going all the way around the house. That does not make for a good time in the Big Brother house. So guess what, Heather? No one trusts you, baby voice. Alright, that needs to stop immediately because it's making me want to stab myself in the ear with an ice pick. Okay, so the first 5 alliance, however, is looking very strong, and that is made up of Andrew, Kenny, Sarah, Sabrina, and Arlie. They do have a lot of big targets in their alliance. Like, a lot of people are like, Andrew and Kenny, maybe we should go after them. But they are very strong as an alliance. They all seem to be putting this alliance over any other alliances. They're loyal to each other. But they do feel that they need to win the HOH next week because people are coming after them, or at least after Andrew and Kenny. And apparently their next target is Paul, which seems really stupid. The guys figure that Paul is less likely to go after the girls because they think Adele would. It's pretty much down to Adele and Paul. And they think that Adele would probably go after the girls before he went after them. I don't know if that's necessarily true. And they figure that Paul is a bigger threat to them, not Sarah and Sabrina. So, a little bit of an alliance within an alliance. Alright. So, there was some daily living drama going on, and this is what happens when you live together with a lot of people, or even just one other person. And in the Big Brother house, it's what I like to call events that aren't really part of the game. They're more part of daily living with other people, but they could have an effect on the game because you're living with the people you're playing with. So I don't know if that made sense. It made sense in my head. But Heather was upset because Rochelle didn't thank her for making French fries, and Rochelle ate too many slop cookies, and it was out of control. Heather, no one likes you. We've already made that very clear. Also, Adele refused to do the dishes after Andrew cooked dinner for a bunch of people. Whoa. It got back to Andrew, and he was pissed, but what are you gonna do? So, these are the kind of things that you need to kind of like brush aside, because if you start playing this game too personally, it's not gonna end well for you. So Ika and Netta are starting to realize that Sabrina is in a really, really good position. She's in that first 5 alliance, which they don't know about, but they see that no one is really going to be going after her. She's friends with, like, everyone except maybe Adele, or definitely Adele, and it's looking like she could be a potential target for them coming up soon. And they notice that she's been using her makeup and cooking skills to gain favor. Which is funny, because that's exactly what she said she was going to do before she entered the house. So I guess she's going through with her strategy, and it's working. So John pulls Netta out of this conversation, and he's like, guess what? I'm going after Andrew. What? I mean, he is a jerk, so it's fine. But he says that Andrew's too cocky, and it needs to happen. However, he's not like, let's go after Andrew now. He's like, let's go after Andrew when it's down to like the final 5 or 6. What? Why would you talk about this now then? Because that's just going to put a target on your back. because he thinks that Kenny is totally on board with him, which is crazy because Kenny has a Final Two alliance with Andrew. But he goes and he talks to Kenny, and I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're blowing it! But he tells Kenny, like, yeah, Final 5 or 6. You know what? Kenny is probably going to turn around and tell Andrew that, and then you're going to be... But then again, you never know, because Kenny could be looking for someone to take Andrew out for him. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I haven't seen it get back to Andrew yet, but we'll have to keep an eye on that situation. So, Big Brother gave the house guests some backyard games today, and they got hula hoops, a beanbag toss, ladder ball, other stuff. But it's not really clear if this was just a treat for them, or if they're going to have to play some of these games in the future in a competition of some sort. So I don't know if it was treat or practice, but hopefully they won't be taking it lightly, just in case. But there was a scary moment today. John was in the pool and his shoulder popped out, and everyone was like, we need a doctor! Ah! Like banging on the walls and the doors because they were on a lockdown, I guess. So they were freaking out. Don't worry, he got medical attention. He's not in the house right now. I guess they probably took him outside to like treat that. I don't know if it's happened before or what, but I think he's gonna be okay, so we can relax. But it was scary at the time. And a quick update on the secret war room house guests. Big Brother gave them a camera yesterday to mess around with. They had a little photo shoot, outfit changes. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much going on for them. And I just have to say, I want to throw this out to you guys too. Is Kyle planning on making any moves here? He's on the block up against Paul, and he is definitely the target, and he knows that. But even though that's really clear, he's been spending all of his time with Paul, who he's on the block with, and Adele. What are you doing? Is he just gonna lay down and die? I don't know. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments, like, what is Kyle doing? Because I'm really confused why he's not trying at all. I mean, it's week 2. Come on. So that's it. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.